Hi, welcome to the last in our loan worker protection series. If you've not watched our previous 5 videos on how to look after your loan workers, go visit them now. We've covered what a loan worker is and given some examples. We've looked at your legal duty towards your team members who work in isolation, and we've discussed the type of risks and how to protect against them. If you're not sure on any of these talking points, we have the links to all 5 previous videos down below, so you can watch them and come back to this 6th and final video in the series, where we give you questions to ask a loan worker solutions provider. For those of you who have watched our previous videos, hopefully by now you should have a clear idea of who your loan workers are, what risks they face, and how you can protect against them. In video 5, we talked about practical steps in safeguarding your loan workers, and one of those key steps was around using technology and clear lines of communication, and that's where a loan worker solutions provider can help. A loan worker solution such as that which we offer at Pick Protection gives loan workers a way to raise an alarm quickly and effectively, even without taking any action themselves. So what do I mean by this? Well, for example, one of the options at Pick Protection is our app, the PG Smart. This has a range of features including fall detection and time at risk. Fall detection uses an algorithm to detect if someone has had a fall and raises an SOS. Time at risk raises an alarm if the user doesn't cancel a set time where they might have gone to a meeting on their own, for example. This is how someone can raise an alarm without actually pressing any buttons, although our app and all our other devices have this option too. If this is something you think your organisation could benefit from, then you'll want to ask yourself some questions as you research which provider is right for you. So let's take a look at some of these questions to put to a loan worker solution provider. Question 1. What devices or apps do you offer to raise an SOS? There are many options out there and it's about deciding which is the best fit for your team. If you have someone who's used to charging up and carrying around a standalone alarm like this PG Pebble, then they're less likely to leave it in a drawer. In our experience, an app like the PG Smart is a popular choice, not only because it's lower cost as there's no additional hardware, but because it's using a phone that your employee is already using throughout the day. With an app, you might want to ask if there are any other options to raise an SOS without touching your phone. This might be important for those in people-facing roles where they might not want to make it obvious that they're calling for help. Something like our Bluetooth trigger button, the PG Click, is great for this, as it can attach to keys or a lanyard and looks like a gym fob. The battery lasts for at least 12 months and the user just needs to double-click it within a 15-meter range of the connected PG Smart app to raise an alarm and send their location to operators. Question 2. Do they offer options for monitoring? When we refer to monitoring, we're talking about the operators who handle the SOS and get the necessary help to that person. Most loan worker solutions will have what's called an alarm receiving centre, with trained operators ready to take the call 24/7. If you have a similar setup, like a CCTV centre, does the loan worker provider allow you to link apps and devices to that existing facility? Pick Protection have partnered with 2Arcs for a fully monitored solution, but we also allow you to use your own operators with our self-monitored option. This offers flexibility on both cost and how your solution is managed. And on that note, question 3, how is the system managed? Do you have full visibility of how members of your team are using their apps or devices? Can you add or remove users and get real-time visibility of alerts raised? How is the system integrated and is the supported software cloud-based or does it need to be installed and run on computers or servers located within a company's physical premises? These are important questions as the way the system is managed affects your control, visibility and onboarding time. Our management portal, the PG Cloud, is cloud-based as the name suggests and gives you greater control and visibility. And because it's cloud-based, it can be set up anywhere and is very quick to set up and requires no extra help from your IT teams. While we're on that topic, question 4, how long does it take to set up? It's always a nerve-wracking time between realizing you need to have a protective system in place for your employees and actually getting this up and running. With the right solution, this shouldn't take a long time to discuss what's needed, set up all your users and go live, so they're ready to raise an SOS if they get into trouble. With Pick Protection, this can take less than an hour, and that includes training. Question 5, do they offer training? If your workers have never used a loan worker solution before, are they going to be confident finding their way around? Are you going to have everything you need as a manager? Training is vital and can be the difference between a system being used and not. A good loan worker solutions provider should offer initial training for you and your team, and we offer this for free at Pick Protection, with a recording that you can access at any time later, or even extra training sessions further down the line if needs be. This can be helpful if you have new loan workers who come on board. Check what each provider offers in terms of training and whether or not they charge a fee. Question 6, are they accredited? There's an accreditation which is important to loan worker solution providers, and that's a BS 8484. This is a British standard that's all about loan worker safety, and it sets the requirements for loan worker device services and those alarm receiving centres I mentioned earlier. You might be wondering, why should I care about this certification? Well, because it's a big deal. When you see that a company has a BS 8484 accreditation, it means their loan worker safety solutions are top-notch, following strict quality and safety standards. And that's important to your loan workers. They deserve the best protection out there. So next time you're looking for a loan worker safety solution, keep an eye out for that BS 8484 accreditation. Question 7, do they offer a trial? And if so, what's involved? If it's already quite a long process to set up, offering a trial is only going to add to this. But equally, you don't want to sign on the dotted line without taking something for a test run. We give you and your team a couple of weeks to get to know our system, devices, and apps. This allows your team to get comfortable with how, where, and when they might use each feature, and lets you explore our management portal. Once you're ready to go, we can move fast to get your loan workers protected. Question 8, what are their contract length options? Do you need a bit of flexibility on the contract lengths? Perhaps you want to give it 12 months and see how you get on with your loan worker solution. Not all providers offer this, with some starting contracts that are double that time. We offer 1, 2, and 3-year contracts to give you more flexibility, although 96% of our customers stick with us far beyond their initial contract term. When that time's up, we don't auto-renew, but leave that decision to you. Question 9, what's included in the costs? If you're looking at a direct price comparison from one loan worker solution to another, are you absolutely clear that the cost you're looking at is actually what you're going to be paying? Watch out for add-ons or things you assumed would be included in your quoted price but actually aren't. Some of these things might include important features like fall detection, regular catch-ups about usage, initial training, and onboarding. We offer all these things in our monthly costs so you can keep a handle on your spendings. And finally, question 10, what's next? Have these questions in mind to make sure you're going for a loan worker solution that's going to be fit for purpose and that your team are actually going to use it. Click the link below to get a crib sheet with these questions on there so you can refer back to them when you're doing your research. And that's it. We've reached the end of our 6-part series on protecting your loan workers, and we hope that you feel better informed and more confident on how to move forward. If you have questions around any of the topics in this course, get in touch with us at Pick Protection and we'd be very happy to help. Just find us via the contact page on our website, www.pickprotection.com, and drop us an email or leave a comment below. If you found this useful, please give us a thumbs up. Thank you for joining us, and as ever, stay safe.